Hey guys, this is Sketch Monkey here, and I wanted to make a quick video for free for anyone who wants to know this stuff. Today we're going to talk about 3 key things that will take your sketches from one level to a completely new level if you manage to master these 3 key points. So let's jump straight into it here. So first of all, speed. When we sketch, we want to have speed in our lines. What I mean by that is if you sketch fast, if you sketch quick like this, the lines automatically is gonna have a smooth line or curvature to them. But if you sketch slowly, if we take the same kind of lines here and I go slowly, you gotta see that they're not gonna be as smooth as the fast lines. And now you might think, okay, but if I'm sketching really quick lines all the time, how the heck am I gonna get the accuracy of whatever I'm sketching? And that's a really good question, and that is something that's gonna come with time. Now, one thing I wanna emphasize here is that learning how to sketch properly, or learning how to do anything better than most people, it's not something that's gonna take 10 minutes or even 10 minutes a day for a year. It's gonna take a very long time, but these videos are for you who are dedicated to improve your design sketching for the long term. Then if that's you, then these exercises right here is definitely what I would focus on when I'm starting out, because we want to have speed, creating soft, smooth lines like we have right here, instead of slow, jagged lines that don't feel as nice to look at as speed lines. Number 2 is elbow sketching. So what do I mean by elbow sketching? So when you're sketching, when you're holding the pen, first of all, if you have speed, if you combine it with elbow sketching, or actually it's more like shoulder sketching, you're gonna get very clean, smooth lines. And what I mean by that is you want to keep your wrist fixed in one position like this when you're sketching. You don't want your arm to go like this, or your wrist to do this movement, because that's gonna mess up your lines. So what we want to do is we want to sketch, almost start the movement all the way up from the elbow, or even the shoulder, or even the elbow, but don't move this point at all. Try to move this as little as possible. So this is what we want that to be fixed. And when we do that, it becomes a lot easier, for example, to make ellipses and circles, because we get this smooth transition all the way from this big pivot point up here, which has less small movements in it than if you were to move this pivot point right here. I hope that makes sense. Try it out and keep that in mind when you're sketching. Be conscious about keeping this fixed and sketching with your elbow and your shoulder. Now, point number 3 is be imperfect. This is a big one, because if we're gonna combine these two, number 1 and 2, you have the speed, you have the elbow sketching. In the beginning, you can count on your sketches being very messy, because when you're sketching fast, you don't really have a lot of control over your lines. But this is something that I've said before, it's gonna take time to, be integrated in your mind when it comes to sketching. So it's gonna take a very long time to get this right. But if you take these suggestions to heart today, you're gonna get there a lot faster. So as you can see, I'm using my elbow to sketch this side profile right here, and I'm also using speed to get these lines kind of where I want them to be, but it's not gonna be perfect, and that's the whole point of sketching. You don't have to try to make perfect sketches, because if I was gonna continue this sketch, I'm gonna keep adjusting everything in this sketch as I go along. There's no need to be frustrated when lines don't go where you want them to go, because you can always come back and fix it. And fixing it instead of starting over is going to help you understand what the problems are and how to solve those problems, instead of every time you come into a problem in your sketching, you just start over immediately. You don't really learn anything that way. So be imperfect and have fun when you're with your sketches, and keep number 1 and number 2 in mind when you're sketching. So speed, elbow sketching, and be imperfect. Those are my 3 points for today. If you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to try and help you out on whatever you need help on. And if you have any suggestions on videos you want me to make here, it's all gonna be free, so it doesn't matter what type of topic it is, how deep it is, how light it is, whatever. Just let me know in the comments below. Anything I can do to help you out, just let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.